I want to talk about an incredible live performance that just took place last night, and it took place at the Latin Grammy celebration of music. And in this performance, The Warning teamed up with Billy Idol and Steve Stevens for a surprise version of La Bamba and Shake It Up Baby. Now, it's not just that this was a great performance that I'm making this video, it's why this was such a great performance that's important. So stick around, I'm going to give you a few points that I noticed with it. So first of all, the choice of La Bamba as a song was brilliant because this song is a traditional folk piece from Veracruz, but Ritchie Valens made it popular in American rock and roll, and then decades later, now on a Grammy stage with a hard rock Mexican trio and 80s icon, it comes alive again. And of course, the way The Warning performed it, it wasn't like a sacred relic, it was like fresh material. Another element of the performance that's so incredible is that The Warning didn't try to imitate the vintage sound of this song. They brought their own sound to it. So you get the normal, incredible firepower drums, tight riffs, and huge modern dynamics to power this classic track. And it didn't seem in any way like they were covering an old song. It sounded like they were bringing in brand new material, but at the same time, it kept the same melody and structure of the original. Now, Billy Idol and Steve Stevens. Here come a classic duo onto the stage with swagger and the same voice that he's had since the 80s. But instead of feeling nostalgic or like a time capsule, it actually felt energized and joyful. And Steve Stevens did a ripping solo, which fit perfectly into the new arrangement of the song, but it didn't go on too long and it wasn't dominating over the performance. So I think that Billy Idol and Steve Stevens came out and just nailed it, and they blended in with The Warning in a really great way, which shows that there is a way for music to bridge not just cultures, but generations and also styles. Because in this single performance, you have Latin music and roll music, heavy music, and now like modern metal music all into one incredibly effective arrangement. And to me, this performance is not just a reminder of a good song and two great bands, it's a reminder of how music can stay fresh and music can evolve and bring us along with it. And it's bands like The Warning who understand the roots of the music they're playing but aren't afraid to modernize and electrify them that are showing the way. And this is something that Billy Idol and Steve Stevens did back in their heyday, which was to rejuvenate the heavy rock sound with new angles. So for me, this performance was not only incredible from a musical point of view, but from a cultural point of view. So what did you think of it? Seen it yet? And if you did, do you agree with me? Do you think this was a really good collaboration? Or do you think in some ways it felt a bit forced and unnatural for The Warning to play this kind of material? To me, like I said, I think that it was a success on every level, and I look forward to watching it again and again.
Music Guru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.